Hey everybody, it is Pixel Heather, and it is time once again for 50 States of Food, and today's state is going to be West Virginia. This is a really fun project I've been doing with VaultGirl145, so if you want to see the other half of 50 states, you should check out our playlist and go over to her channel to see what she's made recently. But today, for West Virginia, we are going to attempt pepperoni rolls. Wow, I can't talk. For that, we're going to need salt, pepperoni slices, normally a stick, but I have looked everywhere and cannot find one, so y'all are going to have to settle on the stick, or the slices. Gonna need yeast, gonna need pepperoni, gonna need 2 eggs, 5 cups of flour, a couple intervals of sugar that I haven't measured out yet, cup of warm water, and half a cup of melted butter. Alright. Gotta make that dough first, so you know the drill. Let's get going. Okay, we already put our warm water in there, and we're going to be putting in our half a teaspoon of sugar and stirring it up to let it dissolve. After the sugar's dissolved into our water, we're going to put 1.5 teaspoons of our active yeast into the water and let it dissolve and marry together for about 5 to 8 minutes, it says. While our yeast is doing its thing, we're going to add our sugar, which I've already measured, our 5 cups of flour. Let's get the other cup. There we go. And last but not least, until the yeast is done, we'll add 2 teaspoons of our salt, which I've already done. Once our yeast is ready, we're going to pour the yeast mixture into our dough. Going to pour our melted butter into our dough. And we're going to pour our 2 eggs beaten in. We're going to start mixing that together and forming a dough. Alright, once our dough starts coming together, we're going to dump it out on a nice floured surface. And we're going to knead this for about 8 minutes until it's nice and elastic. Well, once we have kneaded our dough for about 8 minutes, we're going to put it in a nice see-through glass, bowl that has been greased down thoroughly. We're going to cover this up with a towel and let it sit in a nice dark place for about 1.5 hours to rise. Now that our dough has risen, it's time to punch it down. Sucker punch that dough. We are going to roll this out and make, I think it said 12 little golf ball size balls that we're going to spread out and start making our pepperoni rolls. Okay, I've cut these into 8 little pieces, and we are going to roll some of these out into a flatter consistency and then make our pepperoni rolls. Okay, we have spread this one out really well. I'm going to take 3 pieces of pepperoni like this. With that, I'm going to need both hands, but we are going to roll this up, and I'll show you when I'm done. When we're done rolling them up, we're going to have this nice little folded in half pepperoni roll that has the pepperoni slices in it, and I folded it in half to make a smaller piece. We're going to continue to fill that up with 8 more of those. And there you have some rather imperfect, but hopefully really tasty pepperoni rolls. Now, we just got to cook them for, if I'm remembering, about 20 to 25 minutes and see how they look. Okay, they have cooked up. They're nice and solid and smushy. And I guess the last thing to do is try them. Alright, so I kind of cheated and already took a little bite of this. And I love the sweeter dough mixed with the pepperoni. This is really a good combination. And I actually made dough for once. Yay! Okay. Now it has a nice curl in it from where we put the pepperoni with the oils. It's offset by the slightly sweet dough. It's amazing. I can see why this is the state food, even though it's really simple. Alright, well, if you have any comments on how I made it, or how much stuff I put in it, or whatever, leave me a like, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next 50 States video. Later. Bye!